Hello, everybody. Welcome to AVE Automotive. I'm Ted, and today we're going to be doing something a little different than the normal stuff because typically we're in cars while we're talking about them. Today, I wanted to talk about a model that's yet to be released, but it was revealed about 2 weeks ago. And so I want to go over some information first, real quick, and then I want to get into the confusion that I'm feeling about the decision that Subaru has made here. And I'm curious to see what you guys think, so feel free to leave some comments and let's get a good discussion going because I want to know what the rest of the community thinks about this. Without further ado, 6th generation Subaru Impreza coming out in 2024. Now, the good things, it's going to be hatch only. So Subaru spokesperson said at some point in the last year to someone at Car and Driver that the take rate for the hatch was 74%. That's a big number. So it makes sense for them to go hatch only. As for styling, I think it looks a lot like the 5th generation, but it looks good. It looks more like a facelift, but it does look good, and that's subjective. Styling is completely subjective, so whatever you think is whatever you think, and whatever I think is whatever I think. So, new generation, hatchback only, and no manual for the regular Impreza. And quite frankly, that makes sense. They're not selling them. It wasn't a very good manual to begin with. There's a lot of other cars that have better feeling manuals. Honestly, Civic all the way. Civic's manual just feels better. Even the Corolla's manual feels pretty decent if you got the XSE hatch or something. So this was not the model that people were going to get the manual to begin with. And according to Auto Week, the take rate was probably 5 or less percent. And I'm going to go with it's probably less. Okay, so that makes sense. So then the car that the video is actually about, the 2.5 RS was revealed. Now this is kind of exciting. I'm not a huge Subaru fanboy or anything. I like them. I have a real soft spot for the WRX. I think it's an awesome car. I even like the new one. Controversial opinion there. I think it kind of looks good in the right color, so especially in person. So this car is exciting. The major differences, and I'll get the numbers exactly right for you here. So besides the fact that the obvious thing is that it's coming with a different engine. Just like the old RS, you're getting a 2.5 liter motor, which is an upgrade over what the base Impreza has, or the regular Impreza has. So the 2 liter non-turbo boxer in the base car is 152 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque. Okay, not bad. Better than the base 1.8 Corolla. And the 2.5 that's going in the RS is going to put out 182 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. So that's pretty good. You also get some cosmetic upgrades. You get some nice standard features like leather trim steering wheel, heated seats. So that's kind of nice. LED headlights. You get actually the seats are two-tone red and black. You get aluminum pedals. So there's cosmetic things. You also get some suspension upgrades. We'll see what happens with that, how that sort of plays out in the real world. And perhaps most interestingly, you get a version of the WRX's electric steering rack. So that could be really interesting. Now, where it kind of falls apart for me and for most is that it's CVT only. And now it's going to have paddles, which is okay, it's a CVT. There's no gears, but I know they have manually simulated, or they have simulated gear ratios there. Whatever. CVT only is confusing. Now, it's not confusing because I'm going to sit here and say I think like all cars should have a manual. I don't think that. I've already said that I agree with the decision to ditch the manual for the regular Impreza. But if you look at the take rate for the WRX, there's a method to my madness here. The WRX take rate, according to Auto Week, is about 79%. Now, this was an article for 2022, so it's only talking about the first part of the year. But That's a big percentage. That's a big number. And this car is harkening back to basically a WRX adjacent model, a poor man's WRX, if you will, because it's got that sort of rally inspired thing going on. And at the same time, it's not turbocharged, it's not nearly as fast as the WRX, but it's supposed to be sort of a fun alternative, I think. And it seems to be, in all ways, including the name, geared towards the enthusiast or geared towards the Subaru fanboy, geared towards somebody who's interested, who cares, because who really cares about the 2.5 RS other than enthusiasts and Subaru people? Now, maybe there's enough regular pedestrian people who are going to buy this because they just see the upgraded engine and they go, oh, this is nice. But again, this is a car person's car, and they're offering it with just the CVT. And I find that confusing. I'm and I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Feel free, again, leave comments. Tell me I'm an idiot. Tell me I'm missing information. Tell me you agree with me. We can get coffee sometime if you do. Either way, actually. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. I'm just confused by it because I don't know who this car is for. If it's not for enthusiasts, is it for the Ascent driver? Is it for the Outback driver? Because I just don't know. I really don't know. And maybe, maybe it's going to go the way of the Impreza, of the base model. The people who are buying that clearly don't want a manual. Maybe their market research has told them that the same people buying the Impreza, the regular Impreza hatch, will be buying the 2.5 RS, but I suspect it's going to be people who want a WRX or an STI, but can't get one or can't afford one. And this is a cool alternative if you're still wanting to be in the Subaru family. So, I don't know. I'm interested to see how it plays out. I'm not claiming one way or the other how it's going to. It's a strange move, and we'll see what happens, but I think it's a real shame that they're not offering a manual in this particular configuration, because if it's not for an enthusiast, I'm not sure who it's for. So anyway, thanks for listening, guys. We've got a review coming out next Saturday, a solo review of an older car, and then we have some more traditional, Ted and Nick should I buys coming up in the next couple of weeks here. So we're back in business, and the podcast is going to be every week. So tune in. We've got another episode coming out next Thursday, and we're recording next week. So new things are coming, and we're excited to put out more content for you guys. Hope you're all having a good week, and see you later. Bye.